In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys one of my favorite recipes that has a healthy spin on a classic favorite. I promise your friends and family won't even realize how healthy it is when they're eating this because of how tasty it is. So we're going to begin by making a flax egg, and all this is where you combine ground flaxseed with water and let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes, and it's going to thicken and serve as your egg replacement. Now in another bowl, you're going to be combining your wet ingredients, but also the sugar. So starting with a can of pure pumpkin, then adding in 1 cup of coconut palm sugar, or you could use brown sugar, and a ½ cup of melted coconut oil, and a ¼ cup of any non-dairy milk. Now you're just going to mix it all together and just stir the ingredients to combine them, and then whenever you feel like everything's incorporated, you're going to go ahead and add that flax egg back in now that it's been sitting for about 10 to 15 minutes and has had a chance to thicken. Next, we're going to go ahead and be adding our dry ingredients right on top of that. So you're going to begin with 1 3/4 cup of whole wheat flour, and then 1 teaspoon of baking soda, ½ teaspoon of baking powder, and a pinch of salt. And for spices, I just used 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice, but if you want, you can use cinnamon and nutmeg and kind of make your own. And now you're just gonna see I'm just kind of mixing the dry ingredients a little bit together first before I start mixing the dry and the wet together. And once the wet and the dry ingredients are totally mixed together, but not over mixed, you're just going to grease a loaf pan and then add in the batter to that. Now to add any type of toppings, if you choose to do so, I did candied pecans and some chocolate chips, but you can do pepitas, you can do walnuts, you can do anything that you think would taste good. Now pop it in the oven that is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I baked mine for 1 hour and 5 minutes. I found that to be the sweet spot to get the perfect consistency. I can say personally that this recipe was a huge hit between our friends and family. People that love to eat healthy and people that do not like to eat healthy all were saying how good this was. And so I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you'll check out my video on how to make a homemade chai that pairs perfectly